Hello everyone. I just wanted to make this update video today to just let everyone know what's happening and where I'm currently standing, because I did some updates in my Discord channel, but not everyone is reading that, I think. Okay, so what I have been doing. Okay, so first of all, I'm currently taking a break from making video games. I have released 3 video games this year and they did not do anything for me, so it's currently just a waste of time and energy. And you might say that, you know, in a financial sense, that it's, you know, a horrible decision to not work on more games. But honestly, you know, if I release 3 games and it doesn't do anything, then how much would do 6 games or 10 games or whatever, you know? Also, I don't think that power working or whatever would increase the quality of my games. You know, you could argue that the quality between Pound of Machine, Action Commando and Action Commando 2, there is a noticeable difference. I still think all of these games are, you know, really good. I've really tried my best with all of these, but as you can tell in the product, my energy was just running out. So that's why I've decided to take a break, and this was for the better, for my own sanity. And I feel fantastic right now. So please do not be worried in any way. I feel amazing. Even though, you know, there are horrible things going on in the world, I think ultimately it's all a mind game. And if you just don't participate in that mind game, then you will realize that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. You know, for example, the current jabbery thing that's going on. If you feel good when you do all the jabbery stuff, then do it. And, you know, don't have any doubts, you know, just do it. And if you feel like you want to stay away from all that stuff, like I do currently, then just do that. I'm facing a lot of trouble with that, especially in Germany. We have all kinds of lockdown stuff and whatever, and I can't even travel with any like public transportations anymore and stuff like that. I don't care. I'm like, yeah, well, I guess I have to, you know, get a bike or something. I don't know, but it doesn't matter to me. I'm not concerned at all. And so here's a little mind thing that you can try for yourself to prove if that is correct. Just envision whatever you think is the worst thing that could ever happen to you. Just envision it. And now envision that in that moment when it happens, you just don't care. Or you're like, whatever. All of a sudden, no matter what happens, as long as you don't go into that mode of like, oh no, what, oh no, help, you know, if your mind is going like, well, I don't know, I don't care, I guess I have to make the best of it or whatever, you know, then it's not a problem. It's only a problem when you make it a problem. Yeah, it's all just, it's one gigantic mind game, this entire existence, everything. It's like if you just... Okay, so here's another thing. Most people are very concerned with the present moment. What currently happens or doesn't happen or whatever. But if you really think about it, the present moment is nothing but a very fleeting thing. It's like barely existent. It's like as soon as you think about it, it's already in the past. And I don't want to be like any kind of like weird philosophical dude or whatever, but I think it's very healthy, and it gives you a better way of looking at life if you look ahead and you see into the future and you envision something for you. You envision yourself, how you want to be, or where you want to be, or what kind of life you want to have. And the more you focus on this vision of yourself, the more you aim towards that in a intuition kind of way. You know, it's like people are all making all kinds of plans, but a plan can be thwarted, a plan can fail, but your vision can be eternal, forever, and no one could ever break this vision, no matter what it is. And you can always walk towards this vision. And I think that if you do that in your life, then you can just, on this path that you will guide yourself towards this path, and on this path you will already have much more fulfillment and happiness than you could ever have while you're making plans and worrying about the current times. You know what I mean? It's like when you're driving a car. When you're driving a car, you don't look at the road in front of you. It wouldn't work. You would constantly struggle. You wouldn't know where you're going. You're not looking left and right constantly, because you would swerve with the car. You know, you would start to lose the middle of the road. So while we are driving a car, it's already in our minds. You know, it's already programmed into us that this is actually how we move forward. I think that this is a much better way of looking at life for your own health and for your own balance. This is also something that I'm currently interested in. It's like balance overall. Like I think balance is the key to everything. If you are out of balance in whatever kind of way, then you will always have issues in one way or another. No matter what it is, health, sexuality, your own perspective on your own self or others, it's always a balance. And if that balance is just off, and also, and again, and this ties into the other thing I've said, if you are out of balance, the best thing is that you recognize that and you set yourself a goal. Where is your balance? Or what would this balance look like to you? And without worrying, without trying too hard, without making too many plans, you will already intuitively guide yourself towards this goal and towards this balance. I think this is a very good way to look at life, and a good path forward if you're currently stuck, or if you're currently worried, and if you have all kinds of problems or whatever is going on. Then just, remove yourself from this moment, remove yourself from the situation. Just think about you outside the matrix. You go outside the matrix entirely. You're not in this reality anymore, and you just envision a new matrix or a new situation for yourself. And then again, you will guide yourself automatically in that direction without too much trouble or worries, or without any effort. I think it can be really that easy, and I think that humanity as a whole just lost this path. I think the world is just so complicated all the time, but when you really think about your personal happiness, I'm pretty sure there isn't really much to it. You're like, well, what really do I need? It's barely anything. So I think we can all go towards a goal like this instead of, fighting over garbage that no one cares about. No one really, and being in a constant struggle and worrying about everything. At some point, we will all realize that it doesn't really matter. The only thing that matters is that we all, first we set a goal for our individual health and, happiness, and then we can set a goal for a greater society or group or whatever, and eventually for humanity. And I think this is a pretty good way forward. So yeah, I don't think, you know, as you can see, I'm currently occupied with all kinds of other topics. So I'm not really worrying too much about my own video games right now, but eventually maybe I will go back and work on them. But you know, it's a very I like working on it for many reasons, but there's also some very stressful things about making games, and currently I don't really feel like stressing out about any of that. So I will do the easy parts, like the more creative things that I really love, like drawing or writing stories or dialogue or whatever. But currently I'm not really what is it, like seriously working on it. But yeah, I hope you're not mad at me, but you know, just yeah, just have a great day.